Liz Crosby here with another yoga flow. Today we're going over tapas, heat for purification, discipline. This is the crucible that we burn up the karmas in. This is the activation of solar plexus, element fire, the stoking of the inner flames, the Agni, so that we can cleanse ourselves of the impurities that cause the Kundalini energy to deviate from the central axis, and then create a conducive internal environment for uninhibited conduction from root to crown. So this is a really important niyama. Second limb, the inward observances. The niyamas help us to understand how to better alchemize, how to process our deviations, our lead of the egoic self. And it may seem a little bit counterintuitive given the current circumstances, especially if you're in the United States on the West Coast, but the fire releases the water element of sacral chakra. So although it's counterintuitive, this is actually what we want to do, is internally light ourselves on fire. This is what gets the whole alchemical process going, right? Because the fire releases the water element, which then wets the earth element so that we can remold and sculpt out of the clay and therefore illuminate the unseen energetic tubular channels that are surrounding us all the time in our sphere of existence. So this is actually how we get it to start raining on a regular basis. This is how we regulate the emotional body, right? So we'll start with some, of course, breath of fire, and we'll do one round just focusing on the breath. Concentrate on the exhalation, and the inhalation will come naturally. So it sounds like this. Now, we'll do it through the mouth and then take it into the nose because it's a little trick to engage the diaphragm. Inhale deeply through the nose. Open the mouth and pant like a dog. Now take that up into the nose. And inhale deeply. Exhale, side out the mouth, let go. So we want to be smart about the way that we cultivate the inner fire. We want to create almost a liquid fire tube ride streaming through the chakra system, which will help us to achieve a continuous connection to source, so that as we process the karmic debris, we can shoot that energy out through crown. That being said, keep the arms activated as you extend the arms up, spiral the pinky edges in towards midline, plug the arms into the shoulder sockets, relax the shoulder blades together and down the back. Now the only thing that changes is an internal rotation of the forearms, thumbs pointing towards each other, press the fingers into the mouths of the hands. So basically turning ourselves into a Tesla coil here. Inhale deeply through the nose. Again, open the mouth and pant like a dog. Take it up into your nose. And inhale deeply. Exhale, side out the mouth. Beautiful. Now, keeping the breath activated, the ujjayi in mind throughout the practice, and also the bandhas, the energy locks, to streamline that energy conduction. Meet me on all fours, tabletop pose. Grounding down through all 4 points of energy. Spread the fingers wide, start your Astabandha sun hands. Spiral the eyes, elbows towards each other. Plug the arms in. Lift the space in between the shoulder blades. And slightly tuck the tailbone, firming the pelvic floor. Tuck your toes. And now slip the knees a couple inches up off of the floor. Alternating knee taps here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it back down. Inhale as you melt the heart forward and up. Sit bones reach up, gaze up. Exhale, round and spine, gaze at navel. Inhale, pull the chest forward and up. And exhale to round. Take it into your bear pose. Hip circles, shoulder circles, whatever feels good in the spine. Beautiful. Lowering it down onto your forearms now. Take a couple of cat-cows on your forearms. Modified tabletop. You can inhale, melt heart, forward and up, sickles reach up. Exhale, round. When you're ready, tuck the toes. Hips rise up and back, Dolphin Pose on the forearms. Now spiral the biceps forward, hollow out your armpits, broaden across your traps. Plug the humerus head bone into the shoulder socket while simultaneously pushing the floor away with your forearms and your hands. Melt your heart towards your thighs. Re-extend the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Now draw the floating ribs together, almost like you're wearing an energetic corset. Lift the heels, bend the knees, roll the spine forward into your forearm plank as you inhale. Exhale to press it up and back into your dolphin. Inhales to roll it forward. Exhale to press it up and back. Once more, roll it forward. Pause and hold in your forearm plank. Now, right forearm comes to a 45. Rotate onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left arm sweeps up for your forearm side plank. Now lower that right hip down and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Left foot can step back behind you. Press down through both feet, lift the hips up. Forearm wild thing. Roll it back through your forearm plank. Left arm to a 45. Rotate onto outer edge of left foot. Right arm sweeps up. Forearm side plank. And again, lower the left hip down to the ground and lift. Lower and lift. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Right foot steps back behind you. Press down through both feet. Lift the hips up for your forearm wild thing. When we think about it, the lumbar spine is the residence of monopolar solar plexus. Roll it back into your forearm plank. Hips lower, sphinx. And unlike the rest of the chakras, it has almost no bone tissue around it, surrounding it, right? Just the vertebral column, the lumbar vertebrae. Drop right ear towards right shoulder, left shoulder through chest, left or left shoulder. Breathing into the cervical spine. So it's our job as yogis to learn how to firm and tone all the muscles that surround the lumbar, to protect it and to transfer energy through. Beautiful. Opening up heart chakra and throat chakra here so that all of the karma removal is processed back through the center. All right, a little bit more core work. So I like to make it enjoyable, just like little licks of the flames so that it doesn't become too agonizing, right? So you learn to love the fire by just giving yourself small doses, small quantities that you can handle. Pressing down through the forearms, press down through the bridges of the feet. Now lift the hips up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and release. Now walk the hands to the outer edges of the mat. Lift up onto your fingertips. Spread the elbows wide. Lift your chest up. Drop right shoulder gaze over your left. Inhale through center. Exhale to twist. Moving from side to side. Pausing wherever you feel a good stretching sensation. Deep ujjayi breaths. Back to the center as you inhale. Exhale to slowly release the spine back down. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers. You can massage your sacrum with your knuckles. Now, reach the hands back behind. Reach out from the balls of the feet. Tuck the chin, extend out the crown. Locust pose, there will be locusts. Now release the interlace, keep the engagement in the back of the core. Hands slide underneath your shoulders, add strength of arms, press up, lift up, Cobra Pose. Wrap the elbows in, roll the shoulders back, puff chest. Tuck the toes, hips rise up and back, downward facing Tapas. Hands shoulder distance, feet hips distance, walk it out. Bending one knee and then the other, allow the hips to shift from side to side. Breathe into the calves, the hamstrings, the lower back. Now walk the hands back, arriving in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Grab opposite elbows, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Releasing your cervical spine even more. Again, so crucial. That's why I'm wearing blue today, actually. Shiva puts all the poison of the world in his throat. He's also always on fire, but again, if we don't process what we burn up, it's like not watering your garden, right? You're not going to be able to actually purge the limiting thought forms that are causing the deviations. Releasing the hands down. Right hand plants, bend right knee. Sweep the left arm up and twist the spine open. Twists are also core work, so really pay attention to those deep core muscles that you're engaging as you twist. Intelligent core muscles. Maybe reach back with the left hand for the half bind, right thigh. Maybe right arm threads through for the full bind. Optional, roll that left shoulder back. And then gently release. Right hand plants, left arm sweeps, inhale. Exhale, left hand back down to mat. Switch, bend left knee, sweep right arm up as you inhale. Again, paying close attention to those deep core muscles as you twist. Right hand can reach back for the left thigh, half bind, maybe left arm threads through for the full bind. Roll that right shoulder back. And then gently release. Left hand plants, inhale, right arm sweeps. Exhale, right hand back down to mat. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find some length, arch your spine. And exhale, walk it back out on your fingertips just to activate all of those little muscles in the hands. Flatten the palms, back to Surya Astabandha, sun hands. From your downward facing, walk the feet together at the back of the mat. Plug right fingerhead bone into right hip socket, float right foot, and then extend the right leg up and back. Open it out, bend the knee, and take some hip circles, ankle circles. Inviting synovial fluid into the right hip socket. Beautiful. Extending the right leg up and back, square off the hips. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, come forward into your plank pose. Inhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Exhales to lift. Inhales to extend. Exhale, right knee to left tricep, come across. Inhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Exhale to lift. Inhale to extend it up and back. Beautiful. Exhale, knee to nose. Round and upper spine. Gently step. Right foot between the palms. Left knee lowers, untuck toes, sweep the arms up for your low crescent pose. Scissor thighs together, activate, roll and bond. Expand across large center. Exhale, the hands come down to the mat. Straighten through your right leg, come onto the heel of the right foot. Reach the toes back towards your face. You can tilt that foot from side to side. Now tilt the foot to the right. Walk the hands to the right. Maybe lower down onto the forearms. Again, twists will activate those deep core muscles. Twists are also associated with solar plexus. By the way, Manipura means city of jewels, referring to how this energy from this particular chakra unlocks the other chakras, which can be seen as jewels. Back through the center. Rebending in the right knee, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up, left hand plants, instep of the right foot, inhale as the right arm sweeps up, open-hearted crescent. Gazes at the right fingertips. Now rotate onto the outer edges of both your feet. Let the left hip dip. Right hand to right knee. Ease into the outer hip stretch. Lift up out of the left shoulder to intensify. So, of course, we are going to invite the fire, the Agni, stoking the flames. If you want to, you can just stay here. If you're getting comfortable with this position, you can also keep your right foot where it's at. Press up, lift up, maybe sliding right foot on top of the left. Vashisthasana. And lower, you knew it was coming. Lift. And lower. Once more, lift. Right foot can step back behind. For your wild thing, press down through both feet, lift the hips up. Expand across the heart center. Now try not to use the right hand, of course. If you need to, feel free. Draw your right knee into your chest, like you're floating a tree in side plank, and then try to step the right foot all the way to the front of the mat without using that right hand. Nice. Back into our low lunge. Bend and straighten through that right leg. Kind of take some circles as well here. And when you're ready, bend in the right leg. Left foot swings down 45. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale, rise. Both arms sweep up. Warrior one. Drive right hip back as you drive left hip forward. Gaze up, lift your heart up. Again, draw the floating ribs together. Magnetize your sternum and your pubic bone towards one another. Beautiful, warrior one. Hands behind the back. Interlace, puff chest as you inhale. Exhale to hinge through hips. Lead with heart as right shoulder passes right knee. Then begin to now lengthen the whole spine. Up and out of the pelvic bowl. Breathe into your lower back. Beautiful. Grounding down to lift up. Roll the spine with both arms. Sweep up. Hands come to hips. So you straighten through that right leg. Scoot the left foot forward. Shorten the stance. So, of course, it's much easier with hands on hips, but if you'd like a little bit of a challenge, you can extend the arms straight up. Hinge from hips, lead with heart. And we're using our own body as a weight system to instigate, to coax, stabilize your muscles into engaging. So keep this engagement, and then release the hands down to the mat. There's more imprinting to be done here in Parsvottanasana. Use blocks if you need them. Lift up onto fingertips, straight through both arms, around the upper spine. Plug the right femur head bone into the right hip socket. Now see if you can float the right foot off of the mat just an inch. Beautiful. Set the right foot back down. Now walk the hands to the right. Lengthen the spine up and out of the pelvis. Breathe into your lower back. Another twist. Left hand plants, outer edge of the right foot. Right hand to your sacrum. Stabilize your pelvic bowl and roll your right shoulder back. Now maybe your right arm extends up. Gaze up at the right fingertips as you twist. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Amazing, beautiful work. Now bending in the right knee, lean weight forward, taking the same shape onto one foot, press up, lift up, float the left leg up. Pavrika Ardha Chandrasana, maybe with Chapasana, bend left knee, reach back with the right hand for your left foot. Kick the foot into the hand and slingshot your heart forward. Beautiful, gently release. Both hands to mat, standing splits. Extend the left heel, breathe into your right hamstrings. Now draw your left thigh into your chest. Kick the left foot between your right shin and your left arm. Arrive in your pistol squats. Oh yes. And then gently take a seat. Hands come forward and in front of your hips. We're gonna work, and again, our intelligent central core. So really isolating different muscle groups. Lift up onto your fingertips, rounding your upper spine, draw your knees high up and in toward your chest. Maybe straighten through the legs. Inhale as you slowly lower. Exhales to lift. Inhales to slowly lower. Exhales to lift. Once more, inhale, slowly lower. Exhales, lift. Feet to mat. Stomp your feet to the ground. Extend the arms forward. Inhale, slowly lower the spine down. Shoulder blades just barely touch. Exhales, roll the spine back up. Inhales to slowly lower. And exhales to lift. Beautiful. Lower it all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice warm embrace. So we're doing all core work. That's very beneficial for taking it up into handstand. You don't have to if you don't want to, but know that you're building an infrastructure. So that being said, extend the arms and the legs up, straight up towards the sky. When you're ready, swing the legs down and couch your hollow body rock. Some of the best core work for inversions. Again, teaching our core to transfer energy through the midsection so that our core has a purpose. Not only to protect the spine, but also to activate the sattvic gunas, which we'll talk about when we get to svadhaya. From here, bend in the right knee, left leg stay straight, rock up into your pistol squats. From here, sweep the left leg up and back into your standing split. Draw forehead towards shin, or extend the tilt towards the ceiling. Now you could just step it back, or if you'd like, hands plant, middle fingers in line, thumbs in line, right heel lifts, push the floor away. Connect the legs together at the top. Squeeze the legs together, reach out to the balls of the feet for extra core. Work a controlled descent down, butt back, feet forward, a figure 7. Maybe there's a toe tap. You can lower into Bakasana. Gaze forward, shoot the head forward as you shoot the feet back. Landing with bent elbows. Four-limbed staff. Vinyasa. Inhale into your Urdhva Mukha. Roll shoulders back, puff chest. Exhale, roll over toes. Hips rise up and back, downward facing dog pose. Lion's breath it out. So as you exhale, stick out the tongue and cross your eyes. The whole point of this is to get out the apanavayu, the toxic wind, and also, again, witness with third eye activation. Inhale deeply. Pause at the top, let that breath soak up toxicity. Exhale, lion's breath it out. Beautiful. And the beauty of doing lion's breath and down dog is nobody can see it. Left leg extends up and back as you inhale. Open it out, bend the knee, and take some hip circles. Ankle circles. And invite some hip mobility, synovial fluid. And then we extend the left leg up and back, square off the hips. As you inhale, exhale, left knee to left tricep, come forward into your plank pose from navel to spine. Inhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Exhales to lift. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Exhale to lift. Inhale to re-extend up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round and upper spine. Again, see if you can hover that foot before touchdown. Right knee lowers, untuck toes, sweep arms up for your low crescent pose. Expand across the heart center. Maybe dip into the hip stretch if your Mula Bandha is engaged, firming the pelvic floor muscles. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Straighten through the left leg. Come onto the heel of the left foot, reach the toes back towards your face. And tilt the foot to the left. Walk the hands to the left. Maybe lower it down onto your forearms. Optional, but really delicious. Always honor your edge of consciousness expansion. And again, the nadis must be cleansed with fire first before we can reactivate them with the breath. Tapas definitely has a heavy affiliation with fire, with solar plexus. And this is also considered to be our center of intuition, although more often than not, we refer to third eye as center of intuition. But in order to get to third eye, right, again, solar plexus unlocks all of the chakras. Back through the center. Rebending in the left knee. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. Open heart crescent. Rotate onto the outer edges of both feet. And let the right hip dip down towards the ground. Breathe into the IT band. Intercostals. Lift up out of the left shoulder to intensify. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Make it audible. All right. Lifting it back up again. When you're ready, again, left foot can stay right here. It doesn't have to move. Press up, lift up, maybe left foot slides on top of the right foot for your Vashisthasana side plank pose. Push the floor away, lift the hips up, and then lower. Right hip lowers down to the ground. And lift. Beautiful, lower. And lift. Last one, lower. And lift. Maybe left foot steps back behind. Press down to both feet, lift the hips up for your wild thing. Puff the chest. Now try not to use the left hand. Draw your left knee into your chest like you're floating a tree in side plank. And then step the left foot all the way to the front of the mat. Again, you can take a few moments here, bend and straighten through the left leg. And maybe get some circles going. Get those hips ready for our standing postures. Right foot swings down to a 45. Heel to heel alignment, inhale, rise. Hips neutral, both arms sweep up. Warrior one, drive right hip forward as you drive the left hip back. Gaze up, lift your heart up, puff the chest. Beautiful, hands come behind the back, interlace. Inhale, expand. Exhale, hinge from hips, lead with heart. As left shoulder passes left knee, then begin to round, lengthening the whole spine. Up and out of the pelvic bowl. Breathe into your lower back. Grounding down to lift up. Roll the spine, both arms, sweep up. Hands to hips as you straighten through your left leg. Scoot the right foot forward and shorten the stance. Again, you can keep hands on hips, but make sure that you maintain a straight back. So if extended arms is happening at the expense of lower back, hands can come right back to hips, or feel free to bring hands behind back in reverse namaste. You can also grab opposite elbows. Hinge from hips and lead with heart. And this is the classic yoga cue of hold the beach ball, right? Again, we're using our own body as a weight system. Find that core engagement and then release the hands down to the mat. Keep the core engagement. Now imprinting Mula Bandha here, lifting up onto fingertips. Straighten your arms, round and upper spine. Plug the left femur head bone into the left hip socket. See if you can float left foot off of the mat just an inch. Beautiful. Gently set the left foot back down. Again, feel free to use block stack or books. Walk the hands to the left. Lengthen the spine up and out of your pelvic bowl. Breathe into the sacral region, lower spine. Really work to find elongation here in your vertebral column as well. Right hand plants. Outer edge of the left foot. Left hand to the sacrum. Stabilize your pelvic bowl. Roll your left shoulder back. Again, feel free to stay here if this is comfortable. You will start to create more self-confidence and blow out into more expressive, expansive shapes as you build a stronger core. Understandably so, right? Stronger trunk, bigger tree. Left arm can extend up. You can go longer with those branches, reaching out into far reaches of your inner space. Beautiful. Heart goes where the gaze goes. Maybe gazing up at the left fingertips. Wring that spine out of toxicity. Now taking it onto one foot. Then wait forward into left foot. Press up, lift up. Float the right leg up. Parvrita, Ardha Chandrasana. And sending energy out all extremities. Arm, leg, arm, head, right? Maybe bending right knee. Reach back with left hand for right foot. Kick the foot into the hand and slingshot your heart forward towards the front of the room. Gently release when you are complete with your Chapasana variation. Standing splits, re-extend the right leg. Left hand can come behind the left ankle, draw forehead towards shin. Now draw your right thigh into your chest and kick that right foot through for your pistol squat. Whew. All right. It's always a moment of reprieve when your bum hits the floor, but then you remember that you have core work to do. Core work is fun. Again, just in small doses, small increments, so that it doesn't become too aggravating. And again, we're switching up the different trajectories too to get all the muscle groups involved. Lifting up onto your fingertips, rounding your upper spine, draw both knees high, come towards your chest. Maybe straighten through the legs. Inhale as you slowly lower. Exhales to lift. Inhales to slowly lower. Exhales to lift. Once more, inhale, slowly lower. And exhales to lift. Beautiful. Feet to the mat. And the feet can slide forward as far as you need to find the counterbalance. Again, this is also about proprioception, not just getting the aesthetically pleasing six-pack abs. Extend the arms forward. Inhale as you slowly lower. Roll the spine down. And exhales to lift. This is where those feet sliding forward might come in handy. Inhales to slowly lower. Beautiful. And exhales to lift. Once more to roll it down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice warm embrace, rocking gently from side to side. Now extending the arms straight up and overhead. Extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. So you're making an L shape. Now use the momentum as you swing the legs down to catch your hollow body rock. Those are the exact same core muscles that you'll be engaging should you choose. Take it up into handstand. Beautiful. Left knee bends. Right leg stays straight this time. Rock up into your pistol squat. That one's tricky. So if you have some issues, no worries. Keep practicing. From here, release the foot. Sweep the right leg up and back for your standing splits. Again, you can draw your forehead towards your shin, left hand behind left ankle. Hands plant, middle fingers in line, thumbs in line. Arms straight, push the floor away, left heel lifts. Connect the legs together at the top. So you have one liquid fire tube right through the spine. Bond is engaging. And slowly lower, butt back, feet forward, figure 7. And then maybe toe tap into Bakasana. Gaze forward, shoot the head forward as you shoot the feet back, land with bent elbows, forelimb staff. Vinyasa, inhale to your Urdhva Mukha. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog pose. Again, clearing breath, lion's breath it out. Stick out the tongue, cross the eyes on the exhalation. Inhale deeply. Let that breath soak it up. Exhale, sigh it out, lion's breath. Beautiful.
from down facing dog pose. Plug the right femur hip bone into the right hip socket. Float the right foot off of the mat just an inch. Now switch, lift the left foot up. Just an inch, so you're descending the femur bone. Now both feet come together at the back of the mat. Lift the heels. Bend the knees, gaze forward between the thumbs, arms stay straight, push the floor away. Try to kick your bum with your heels. Coming into a little bit of a tuck jump. Hands down if you got it. You can extend the legs straight up. And then slowly work it back down. Butt back, feet forward, figure 7. Maybe there's a toe tap. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find length, arch spine. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Bend in knees. Both arms sweep. Shift weight into the right foot. Left heel lifts. Hands come through heart center. Pitch the heart forward as you reach your left foot back. Spiral the inner left thigh towards the ceiling. Push out the heel, reach out the crown. Gently bend the right knee. Left foot steps way back. Inhale, both arms sweep, high crescent pose. Hands come through heart center. Inhale as you find length through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right, left elbow hooks over the right knee. Maybe extend the arms, open the wings. Maybe there's a half bind here. Maybe there's a full bind. Full binders take flight. Maybe left foot steps forward, press up, lift up, roots or rise. Round, twisted, bird of paradise. Okay, we've already got a nice fire going. Now making sure that we kind of just brush up our whole sphere, slowly lower. Pressing down through the right foot, shift weight forward into crown. Left leg extends back. Bounced, twisted, half moon. Step it way back. Release bind. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Open it out, warrior 2. Left foot swings down. Wrap that right hip underneath you. Relax the shoulders. Re-extend energetically out their fingertips. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior. Left hand to thigh or calf. Lengthen through the right side body. Breathe into your right side body. Inhale as you rise. Right elbow, right thigh, left arm extends forward. Extended side angle. Stay here or left hand can reach back. Half bind, right hand instep, right foot. There is a full bind. Right arm threads underneath for the full bind. You can work bending and straightening through the right leg. When you're ready, step left foot forward. Press up, lift up, root to rise. Bird of paradise. Straighten through standing, and then straighten through lifted. Send in breath, send in your ujjayi. Slowly lower, pressing down through your left, right foot. Left foot extends back. Bound, half moon pose on your way back. Again, send that fire in. And then bending the right knee, left foot steps way back. Inhale as you rise, warrior 2. Straighten through right leg as you rise. Heel toe, left foot forward. Shorten the stance. Deepen in the right hip crease. Extend the right arm forward, reach. Again, maybe left arm extends forward as well to find the core engagement. There's your beach ball again. Right hand can come down to mat. Left arm extends straight up. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Gaze is at the left fingertips. Deep ujjayi breaths. Send it in. Beautiful work, yogis. Really filling out space in your whole sphere of existence. Again, just sending a pulse of fire from our power center, solar plexus first. And gently bending in the right knee. And slowly with those licks of the internal flame, we burn away the impurities and create more space to occupy. Float the left leg up. Maybe bend left knee, reach back with the left hand for your left foot. Kick the foot into the hand and slingshot the heart forward towards the front of the room. Optional Tapasana. Now releasing the left foot, we extend the left leg back. Kick the left foot out to the left. Oh yes. And now work slowly lowering that left foot down to meet the right. And now, if you're like me and you want to get up, side down one more time before we move on to the other side, hands plant. Instead of a standing split press, try a puppy press. You can pee on the fire hydrant. Float it up. Connect the legs together at the top. And then slowly lower it back down again. Butt back, feet forward, figure 7. Toe tap maybe. Gently release. Inhale, peel chest forward, find length arch. And exhale to forward fold. Chair pose, bend in knees, both arms sweep. Shift weight into the left foot. Hands come through heart center. Right heel lifts towards right seat. Pitch hard forward as you reach right foot back, warrior 3. Straighten through both legs, spiraling right back towards the ceiling. Push out through heel, reach out through crown. Now gently bending in the left knee. Right foot steps way back. Inhale, both arms sweep. High crescent pose. Beautiful. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks over your left knee. Maybe extend the arms and open the wings. Maybe left hand reaches back behind for the half bind. Right arm can thread underneath. Full bind. Full binders if you did so on the other side. Maybe right foot steps forward. Press up, lift up. Root to rise. Bird of paradise. Twisted. Gaze on a single point of focus. Your drishti. Straighten through standing. And then straighten through lifted. Just go as far as feels comfortable, of course, yogis. You can always work this pose on 2 feet grounded, of course. Slowly lower. Pressing down through the left foot. Shift weight forward into crown. Right leg extends back. Bound, twisted, half moon pose. On your way back. Step it way back. Release the bind. Inhale, rise. High crescent pose, both arms sweep up. Open it out, warrior 2, adjust the stance. Heel to arch. Relax the shoulders. Re-extend out the fingertips. Tuck the chin and re-extend out the crown. Flip the left palm and reverse it. Right hand, thigh or calf. Lengthen through left side body. Breathe into left side body. Inhale, rise. Left elbow, left thigh. Right arm extends forward, extended side angle. Right hand can reach back for the half bind. Left hand to the instep of the left foot. There is a full bind. Again, maybe bend and straighten through that left leg first. Preemptively to prepare the body for bird of paradise. And then when you're ready, right foot steps forward. Press down, lift up, root to rise. Straightening through standing leg first. And then straighten through your lifted leg. Deep Ujjayi breath, send it in. Beautiful, slowly lower. Pressing down through your left foot. Shift weight forward into crown. Right leg extends back. Bound, half moon pose. On your way back. And then step it way back. Release the bind, rise. Warrior 2, straighten through left leg as you rise. Heel toe right foot forward, shorten the stance. Here we go. Deepen in the left hip crease, extend the left arm forward, reach. So maybe just left arm isn't enough. It's kind of like adding weights at the gym. When you're ready to, you can add that extra weight. Both arms reaching forward like you're holding a beach ball. And then left hand down to mat. Right arm extends. And just notice how much more fluidity, conductivity you have through your midsection I'm kind of taking it into a little bit of a heart opener here as you keep that engagement and funnel the energy through. Beautiful expressions. Gently bend the left knee. Knee weight forward, press up, lift up, float the right leg up. Half moon pose. Maybe bend right knee. Reach back with right hand for right foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Slingshot the heart forward towards the front of the room. Couple more deep breaths here. And then gently release. No slingshots. We extend the right leg back. Now kick the right foot out to the right. And slowly lower that right foot down to meet the left. All right, so there's a lot of things that we can't control. We're slowly beginning to realize that the only thing that we really can control is what's happening internally. So take your time building up to this. You don't have to take it up into puppy press today. Just working that slow descent with the leg out to the side will help to build the stabilizing muscles necessary. Those of you taking the puppy press, right knee extends, pee on the fire hydrant, lead with the knee, press your left shoulder towards your left thigh as well. Rise it up. Connect at the top. Slowly work it down. Butt back, feet forward, figure 7. And like Shiva, dancing the Tandava, we're sending that fire throughout our whole sphere of existence. Inhale as you peel chest forward, find sunlight, dark to the spine. And exhale to forward fold. Chair pose, bend your knees. Both arms sweep. Shift weight into the big toe mound, heels lift. Slowly lower it down. Knees up and wide, reach your arms straight through and gently take a seat. All right, well done, yogis. Again, we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to do a lot of things. So don't get too aggravated. If one thing is difficult, don't worry, we're going to move right on to the next. Hands come back behind your seat. Pressing down to lift the hips up. Reverse tabletop pose. Now let the hips come back behind your wrists and lift one or both feet up. Press up, lift up, reverse tabletop. Just do one more. Hips come back behind your wrists, lift one or both feet up, L-sit. Press up, lift up, reverse tabletop. And set the hips back down. All right, here we go. Hands underneath the thighs. It's time to get on the boat. Puff the chest and lean your weight back. I like to think of the Navasana boat pose as like the ferryman that takes souls across the river Styx, right? This is where the karmas go to get annihilated. Extend the arms forward, maybe straight through the legs. Even if you're just holding this, you're doing great. Inhale as you slowly lower. Exhales to lift. Inhales to slowly lower. Exhales to lift, pause and hold. Again, here's our beach ball. Hands over to the right. Inhale through center. Hands over to the left. Beautiful, inhale through center. Now bending in the knees. Knees to the right, hands to the left. Inhale to extend. Exhales to lift, beautiful. Inhales to extend. Exhales to lift. Now knees to the left, hands to the right. Just 2, inhales to extend. Exhales to lift. Inhales to extend. And exhales to lift. Back through to center. Lower and hold. Hands can slide underneath the seat if you need. Flutter the feet here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scissor the feet here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, take some circles here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the direction here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to keep the feet hovering, hands behind the head, take some circles with the upper half here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the direction here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold if you got a little bit more in you here for 5. Pretend like you're in handstand. 4, 3. Try to press the small of your back into the mat. 2, and 1. Quick Shavasana. Whew. All right. Again, we need to hardwire our chakra system with the masculine, right? We need the divine masculine in order to see the resurgence, the emergence of the divine feminine. We need the structural support. Walk the feet in. That being said, you have ample tapas and also ample stabilizer muscle engagement. So hands can come alongside your ears. Fingertips pointing towards your shoulders. Wrap the elbows in. Roll the hips up. Consciously engage your hamstrings and your glutes. Maybe just lift up onto the crown of the head and pause. Walk the hands in a little bit closer. Draw the shoulder blades together and down the back. Press up, lift up. Roll the spine up into your full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Upward facing bow. Beautiful work, yogis. Gently release. Tuck the chin. Back of the head to the mat first. Slow roll the spine down. And then windshield wiper the knees to release in your lower back. Amazing. Arms come out to a T now. Extend the legs straight up. Windshield wipers. Inhales, lower the feet. Over to the right. Exhale back through the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale back through the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale back through the center. Inhale to the left. And exhale back through the center. Extend the arms up and overhead. One more hollow body rock just because it's so effective. Swing the legs down and catch it. This time, feet will come wide. Bend in the knees. Reach your arms through for your Malasana squat. Whew. If you went through that core work and you did the best that you could, you are rolling up into Malasana a new person, right? The fire is what invokes change. It is transformative. It is a Raja's guna. You can check out the gunas video if you'd like. All right, making our way back through a vinyasa. So when you're ready, however you like to make your way through your vinyasa, we're gonna have some fun with arm balancing. Again, the core work is strength inducing, creating, but when you want to start to think about intelligent central core, it's very useful to start thinking about and actually moving, right? Moving your body with your thought forms. The arm balance transitions from headstand. And then of course you can take that up planes into higher planes. So of course, if you have arm balance transition from handstand, feel free. Not quite there yet. I'll be completely honest about my soul's capacity to send fire in directions. So I'm gonna work with what I got, and hopefully it inspires some of you to endeavor to do the same. Knees come high up and in towards the armpits, lean weight forward. Lift one or both feet. Malasana can transform into a Bakasana. Maybe shift weight into that right shin. Left leg extends back. Ekapada Bakasana. Maybe get light in the left fingertips. And then release, switch. Left shin, high up and in. Right knee comes unglued. Extend the right leg back. Maybe get light in the right fingertips. And back. Slowly lower, crown to ground. Tuck the chin, Jalandhar. Bandha activation, roll the hips up. Beautiful. From tripod headstand, slowly lower. Knees come high up and in. Back into your Bakasana. Press up, lift up. Gaze forward, shoot the head forward as you shoot the feet back. Landing with bent elbows, four-limbed staff. Vinyasa. Inhale into your Urdhva Mukha. Roll the shoulders back. And exhale. Roll over the toes. Hips rise up and back. Downward facing dog pose. So I'm going to give you guys the option, again, to draw the knee towards the right tricep and extend it back, and then draw the knee towards the left tricep, extend it back. But I'm gonna up level it for you. So repeat what we did before for the neutral standing posture sequence. Or right leg extends as you inhale, bend left knee, and pounce into your handstand. Connect the legs together at the top. All right, so from here, now, everyone, right knee to right tricep. Inhale to extend up and back, either into handstand or Ekapada Adho Mukha. One leg extended and down dog. Right knee comes across the left tricep. Nice. Extend it back. Now, exhale, knee to nose, round up your spine. Gently step right foot between the palms. Can you toe tap yogis? And left foot steps way back. Inhale as you rise, high crescent pose. Both arms sweep up. All right. Pressing down through the right foot. Draw your left knee into your chest as you come to stand. Hug it in. Right hand to your right hip. Left peace sign fingers and thumb can catch the left big toe. Extend the left leg forward. Deep Ujjayi breaths, yogis. Illuminate this space. Now open the left leg out to the left. Maybe grow a tree branch out to the right. Optional, adding on what we've done throughout the practice. You can lower that left foot down to meet the right. Beautiful. And then rise it back up again. Well done. Back through to center. Reach across. Right hand can catch outer edge of knee or outer edge of foot. Reach your left hand back and twist for navel as you twist. Gaze is over the left shoulder, left fingertips. Beautiful, back through to center. Interlace fingers around the left sole of the foot. And slowly lower it down, pistol squatters. Take it to the ground. Pistol squatters, when you're ready, press down, root to rise, come to stand. Release the foot, hands to hips, or grow branches, point the toe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back. Warrior 3. Gently bend. Right knee, left foot steps way back. Inhale, both arms sweep. And exhale, the hands come down to the mat. All right, so if you want to, you can just go straight into the hip openers, or I'm going to offer out an opportunity to take a stab handstand. Scoot right foot back, hands plant, take it up. And then again, maybe draw. Right heel towards your right seat. Puff the chest. Reach out through that left foot. Amazing. And then slowly lower your right foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Left foot steps way back. Left knee lowers, forearms lower, ease into the hip stretch. And nod the hips side to side. Right hand to right knee. Gaze over right shoulder. Come on to fleshy part of left knee, bend left knee. Reach back with right hand for left foot, press heel towards seat. And then gently release. Walking that right foot back through midline, straighten through the right leg, half splits, full splits. Slide right foot forward as you walk left foot back, Gomukhasana. Deep Ujjayi breath, send it in. Notice how much more safe and secure you feel in these shapes as well. We will deep dive a little bit more with svadhaya, focusing on the tapas here. Also probably more so associated with stira, strength and stability. That being said, can you maybe potentially float the arms up? And when you're complete, rebending in the right knee. Slide the right foot behind your left wrist. Release right knee behind the right wrist. Gaze back at the left leg in line with the hip. Inhale as you find length and exhaling to forward folded. Send in breath, send in your jai. Now this is totally optional. Since we are doing tapas today, I'm going to offer out the opportunity to take this up into the arm balance. Those of you that are interested, slide that left foot forward. Right ankle stacks on top of the left thigh. Hands plant, make a shelf with your arms, lean the shin high up and in towards the armpits, lean weight forward, float left leg up and maybe extend it back. Maybe slowly lower into tripod headstand, take it up. Right ankle stacks on top of left thigh. Shin descends high up and in towards the armpits. Hard flex in the right foot. And press it up, lift up. Back into Ekapati. Set it back down into your arm balance. Or into your half pigeon. Maybe walk the hands in. Quad stretch or overhead grip. And or press heel towards seat. Send the breath in. Beautiful. Maybe, optional, foot into elbow crease. Reach back for fingertips for Mermaid. And of course, feel free to take the overhead grip if it's a part of your practice. Gently release. When you're complete, shift weight into your right hip. And now slide the left leg forward. Come all the way across. We're going directly into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Knees stacking, heels towards our hips. If this is too intense, take a simple cross-legged position. So again, left knee is on top. Stay seated upright, or maybe left arm extends. Bend the elbow, reach the right hand up back for fingertips. Inhale as you find length through the spine. Exhaling to forward folded. So I want to mention first, before we move it, that a lot of the arm balances are actually named after sages because the sages were seers. And of course, seeing implies activating solar plexus so as to clear the channel. So that being said, we're going into a couple arm balances next. Roll the spine back up through to seated and release the arms. You don't have to arm balance today if it's a little bit beyond your accessibility. Just receive the download. So from here, slide the left foot so that it's by the outer to the right thigh. And you can even kind of rotate quarter turn to the right. From here, just take the twist if you'd like, and of course you can always just make your way back through a normal vinyasa, step back plank, and vinyasa from there. So left hand behind sacrum, right arm extends up as you inhale. Exhale, right elbow, outer edge of left knee from navel as you twist. Maybe, this is optional, feel free to skip it. Lift up onto the right shin, and we did a quarter turn so you have enough space to work the arm balance, and potentially I'm gonna throw in chin balance, possibly. Fallen angel to chin balance. Press up, lift up onto your right shin, hands plant. Make a shelf with your arms. Lean weight into your knee foundation. Float the legs up, maybe straighten through the legs. You can do a little switch, right knee on top of the left, and then switch to Ekpali. Fallen angel. And then roll, slide, chin forward. A little bend in the knees. Maybe brush hair with toes. Vinyasa. Woo! Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Beautiful work, yogis. We got the other side. Again, lion's breath before we continue. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lion's breath it out. Now left leg extends. Now again, you can work from down dog. You don't have to take it up into handstand. Left leg extends as you inhale. Bend in the right knee. and pounce. Up into your handstand, plug femur head bone into hip socket. Keep the legs active, connect. Legs together at the top. Now everybody exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, left knee comes across to right tricep. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, left knee to nose. Maybe hover the foot. Can you toe tap handstands? Right foot steps way back. Inhale, rise, high crescent pose. Both arms sweep up. Here we go. Pressing down through left foot as we root to rise. Draw your right knee into your chest. Hug it in. Like a standing Bakasana. Wind removing pose. Left hand to left hip. Right peace sign fingers and thumb. Catch right big toe. Extend. Right leg forward into Tapas, Bakasana. Deep ujjayi breaths. Now open right leg out to the right. Maybe grow a tree branch to your left. Optional, hinge from hips. Slowly lower that right foot down to meet the left. You've got it, yogis. Rise it back up again. Woo! Back through the center. Reach across. Left hand catches knee or outer edge of foot. Reach your right hand back and twist. From navel as you twist. Gaze over the right shoulder, right fingertips. Back through to center. Interlace. Hands around the right sole of the foot. Now slowly lower pistol squatters, take it down. Pause for a few breaths. Gather your strength, gather your core. It's okay if the right side gets it first, especially if you play right side dominant sports. Here we go, press up, lift up, root to rise. Utthita Asana, Padangusthasana once more. Release the foot, hands to hips, or grow branches here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back. Warrior 3. Gently bend. Left knee, right foot steps way back. Inhale, both arms sweep. Amazing, hands to mat. Again, you can go straight into your hip openers. Or handstanders, take it up. Hands plant. Lean weight, new foundation, press up. Lift it up. Left heel kicks towards the left seat. Again, can you kind of open your heart space towards the floor? Reach out through the extended leg. Nike swish. Deep ujjayi breaths. And then slowly lower. Left foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Step right foot way back. Well done, yogis. Right knee lowers. And forearms lower. Ease into the hip stretch. Nod the hips from side to side. Left hand to left knee. Gaze over left shoulder. Come on to fleshy part of right knee. Bend right knee. Reach back with the left hand for right foot. Press heel towards feet. Gently release. And walk the left foot back through midline. Straighten through left leg, half splits, full splits. Hanumanasana. Hanuman also is a great descriptor of tapas. At one point in the Ramayana, his tail gets lit on fire. And of course, he lights all of Lanka on fire. So this is really indicative of the importance of fire and how it also hitches a ride with the air element as it transverses the whole body and space. Maybe with Mula Bandha actively engaged, see if you can float those arms up. Beautiful work, yogis. Rebending in the left knee. Walk the left foot behind your right wrist. Release the left knee behind the left wrist. Half Pigeon Pose. Gaze back at the right leg in line with the hip. Inhale as you find length and exhale to forward fold it. So again, you know where we're headed next. Again, some of these postures, I'll be completely honest, they seem almost impossible at first, and that's okay. They will get easier with practice. Just keep trying. Always honoring your body, of course. And if your body is asking for a break or restoration, recuperation, acquiesce to body's requests, but don't get too hard on yourself. It's amazing how when you consistently water these different parts of your vortex, things will begin to blossom and these shapes will slowly unearth themselves. So that being said, when you're ready, right foot slides forward, left ankle stacks on top of the right thigh, hands plant, middle fingers in line, thumbs in line, bend in the elbows, slide the shin high up and in towards the armpits, hard flex. In the left foot, hold on to your right deltoid. Right knee lifts, extend the right leg back. Maybe slowly lower into your tripod headstand and float the legs up. Pause for a few moments, Jalandhara Bandha engaged. And then slowly lower. Like a figure four, left ankle stacks on top of the right thigh. Use your right thigh to crane lift the left shin in. Press up, lift up. And send it back down. Walk the hands in. Now, when you're ready, bending in the right knee, reach back. Right hand for right foot, press heel towards seat. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Optional, foot into elbow crease. Reach back for fingertips. That's always kind of a nice shoulder stretch. Maybe overhead grip, if it's a part of your practice. Beautiful, send it in, use a strap if you need it. Gently release. Shift weight onto your left hip and slide that right foot across. And stack your knees. Heel stores out of hips. So hopefully you're beginning to see how this strengthens character, right? And literally as you fill out space and you reactivate nadis, old attachments to Maya will fall away. Very much that's how people identify themselves, is how they interact with Maya, the holographic projected reality. So you are literally going to change as an individual. Again, this is what I think is what makes the strongest argument for free will, is we have the choice. We can choose to activate solar plexus and burn away impurities or not, right? So right arm extends up, bend the elbow, reach left hand up back for fingertips. You can stay seated upright or inhale, find length, exhale, forward fold. Deep Ujjayi breaths, send it in. Really important for discernment too. Who you have relations with, being able to understand how their soul interacts with their own respective sphere and how probability unfolding will determine their behavioral patterns. Roll the spine up through to seated and release the arms. It's really important also to understand that the tongue is much like a flame, right? And we can really wreck ourselves and burn bridges by speaking things that are inappropriate. So really important to always speak truth. And this is my favorite thing about tapas, is when you speak truth, Sagittarius is a culprit of this, right? And they are a fire sign. You will literally burn away all of the individuals that have impure intentions. They will dissipate from your life. So don't be afraid of speaking truth. If it causes people to navigate away from you, that was for good. Their intentions were not pure. All right, lifting up onto the left shin. First, taking the twist, right hand behind the sacrum, left arm extends up. Exhale, lift elbow outer to right knee from navel as you twist. But of course, refrain from gossip. It really isn't useful either to talk about how other people have energetic deficiency in their sphere. We want to encourage everybody to grow and to expand. Maybe lift up onto the left shin. Of
Of course, duly noted, make sure that you're interacting with the right people, but focus more so on speaking praises about the glory of our infinite potential, our divine tapestry. Maybe float those legs up. Maybe, here's that switcheroo, left leg on top of the right. Extend right leg back. Right side of the face down. Float it up. Fall in. Angel pose. Now I like to do a little bend in the knees as I slide the chin forward for the chin balance. Vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful work. Again, lion's breath it out. Leo, also a fire sign. Stick out the tongue, cross the eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. All right, jumping through to seated. And of course, you can just step forward. Those of you that want to give it a go, little hop up into handstand, bending the knees. Kick heels towards seat, arms stay straight. And work it down to a seat. Butt back, feet forward, figure 7. And gently release. Whew. Slide the flesh of the bum out from underneath. Inhale, sweep the hands out and up. And exhale to forward fold it. Beautiful work to the yogis. If you want to, you can interlace, catch a wrist, or grab opposite elbows. Use a strap if you need. Rolling the spine back up through to seated. Whew. And roll down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice warm embrace, rocking gently from side to side. Legs can extend straight up. Wrap the elbows in. Press down through the upper arms. Engage your core. Sweep the legs up and overhead. Salamba Sarvangasana. Shoulder stand. Now maybe lowering the feet down, bending the knees around the ears, ear squeeze. You can interlace the hands back behind. Karnapidasana. And when you're complete with your Karnapidasana, of course, feel free to stay as long as you need. Release the interlace and slow roll the spine down. One vertebra at a time. Hands come underneath your seat. Extend the legs out. Press down through forearms. Lift the chest up. Crown of the head to the mat. Puff chest. Matsyasana fish. Release that. Slide the flesh of the bum out from underneath. Happy baby pose. Grab outer edges of the feet. And if it's calling in, maybe a Dvaipada Shirshasana. One leg behind the head. Thread the arm through the window, followed by the other. Maybe clasp the hands behind your lower back. Send in breath. Beautiful, then gently release. Extend the legs out. Feet flop open, palms face up. Close the eyes. And settle in for your final resting pose. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale to side out the mouth, let it go. Letting the breath come naturally as you absorb all of the benefits of your practice. And give yourself permission to really cast what's no longer serving your highest and best. Cast it into the flames. Give it up to the inner fire. Burning with the light of thousands of suns. Offer it up as a burnt offering, a sacrifice for all of humanity, all of existence, all of creation, so that you may lift up the energy that comes from that fuel for our Agni, our inner fire. Laying the illusions of separateness that were previously
pulling you this way and that to rest, so that we may rise, we may ascend in our collective vibrational frequency. And the highest light within me truly sees and honors the highest light within each of you. I thank you on behalf of all of creation for holding space in your sphere of existence. Namaste.